The fake, cringy, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, famous, toxic, secretly shitty couple who lied about their religion, her husband's profession, her school history, her being body shamed and harassed by her yoga's fans, which she deserves to be harassed by her yoga's fans or yoga. I don't know the pronunciation of his name, but she deserves it because she is bullying his girlfriend and bullying him. She is so insecure and so toxic, and she makes videos about them being the perfect couple, her husband being the perfect husband, the perfect CEO, the perfect shitty ass, whatever, but being insecure, bullying others, filing a lawsuit against children, against cybercrime because those children dared to make a meme about her. Like, how dare they, huh? And she has such a small ego. Her small ego got hurt. Like, oh my god, how dare these children try to attack me? They are mocking me. Whatever. Emilist is obsessed with yoga and keeps on tagging him and her in her highlights and whatever. These many posts she hasn't even made about her husband, though this much she has made about yoga. That's how obsessed she is. And they are Muslim and whatnot. I'll not go in the previous past videos because you can check out that in my channel. But the recent conflict is she has been harassing Teddy for I don't know how long. That's their personal matter, but and they had sorted out in the past, but she has started it again, and yoga covered it in his recent video 3 weeks ago video wala, that video, and he said that they had made a equal thing that they won't do it again. Like, who will not? MLS won't bother them again, but MLS is again bothering Teddy and behind her and all that nonsense. Like, it's the same thing, nah. It's just there's a saying that one poisonous fish can poisons the whole river. That's MLS. One toxic flower ruins the whole forest. She can't get out of her own insecurities. That's why she is ruining someone else's mental health by bullying them. The ahead video is there of yoga, you can see it. It's ahead.
I also thought it was over. I don't understand why she's doing this. I don't get it.
Oh, fuck.
Never in a million years would I have thought that I would have to make another one of those again, but I guess here we are. You could probably already guess who I'm talking about here, but just in case you're not as chronically online as I am, I'm of course talking about the Wattpad princess herself, Amilst. This content creator is notorious for going on rampage campaigns against anyone who ever dares to criticize her. Doesn't matter if you're an influencer like me, you could be a normal person on TikTok commenting something. Eventually there's a huge chance that you are gonna find yourself in the crosshairs of the self-proclaimed CEO waifu herself. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail on what happened on season 1 of this shitty series. If you really wanna know what happened last year, I strongly encourage you to watch my previous video on this topic. It should be somewhere here. Actually, you don't even have to watch my video, just any creator's video about this topic, because we all basically say the same things. Now, season 1 had a pretty abrupt ending, a cliffhanger you might say, and this is all for good reason actually.
So the thing is like, I'm the reason why everything stopped, right? Otherwise, you and her would have just continued this whole back and forth thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, things have been so quiet. It was like, as quiet as they can be, is because I addressed it, and I was like, I reached out to her. Like, let's just drop it. This is not good for my mental health anymore.
As you can hear Teddy, my girlfriend, say on the verge of tears. She was actually the one who reached out to Emils first to bury the beef because her mental well-being couldn't do it anymore, and that is very reasonable to do so. And here's exactly what was said. This is my girlfriend saying, just watch the video. You made some amazing points. Definitely made mistakes, and I apologized for the things I've said. Really appreciate the apologies that you made in the video. Actually super f***ing proud. There used to be a video up there. It's gone now, but that's okay. To which her answer was, and I'm skipping a few points because it's too long. Thank you so much. I've honestly learned a lot from everything that's happened. I really appreciate you for pointing out my mistakes because it's taught me to value people better and reflect more. The reason I haven't made a full public apology yet is because I've been planning to include it properly in a video along with other context and evidence. The video never aired, by the way. It's been a year ago. Where's the video? But it's something I'm definitely working on. At the end of the conversation, she also said, it really does make me feel so much better knowing we're on good terms now. I mean, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Like, everyone strongly indicates that they just want the beef to be over. She even said that she wanted to do an apology video, which we're still waiting for. We can talk things through and settle everything peacefully. I know you don't like all this drama either, and I believe we can work it out. I think we can all agree that this is a pretty good message and that this is pretty mature from her. I hope that she doesn't twist that later on. Anyway, once I learned that this took a heavy toll on Teddy's mental health, I immediately unblocked her and even reached out to her. I'm like, okay, can we solve this right now? And she even responded. This is the screenshot. On July 25th, almost a year ago at this point, I texted, hey Emils, can we get this out the way now? I talked to Teddy and she's of the opinion that we just bury it here. If you're here right now, I'm willing, for the sake of burying it, to talk to you how about to continue. She says, hey Hyoga, yeah, I'm here. Let's talk. Long story short, we both agreed to take our videos down. We both made statements on public platforms, which was my Instagram story and her Instagram story as well. And Emils even posted an Instagram story in which she said following. And I want you guys to listen carefully. Hey guys, just a quick update. I've talked to Hyoga X privately and I appreciate him for being open to settle things. We both agreed to take our videos down and move forward with peace. Please don't attack the other content creator anymore. We've settled everything privately. As you heard her say in her own Instagram story, we settled everything privately. Done. She also went the extra mile and made a promise towards us, which is here. I said that was part of the peace deal and part of what she wanted when we wanted to bury the whole things. I will, as promised, edit my own comments under the platforms under other creators' videos, which I did. She says, thank you, and I will, as promised, to not get involved with anything about you two anymore. That's great. And so they happily lived ever after, right? Wrong. They didn't. It got worse. Who's really surprised at this point? On the morning of July 17th, 2026, Teddy and I woke up to her suddenly breaking her own promise while yet going on another rampage on her Instagram Threads account. This was done, of course, without any given notice, with no warning, nothing, and this is exactly what was posted. As for Hyoga and his girlfriend, I tried to defend myself, but people choose to side with them because everyone was already against me back then. Why was everyone against you? It's so unfair, right? I mean, maybe you did something wrong or something, but I don't know, okay? They took advantage of that situation to spread false accusations about me and add more fuel to the fire. I cannot read the rest. And then she said, we'll be addressing this properly very soon. The reason she made this threat is because back there used to be allegations of Emils body shaming people and using alt accounts to do that, but I will get to that point later on in the video. I answered, can you fucking leave me alone as we agreed? Like, please? Can you? Apparently you can't. Please don't attack that other creator anymore. But it's okay if I do it. So before I posted anything, except that one comment you saw there, I reached out to Emils asking her why she broke her own promise that she made towards us. She then went on an endless yapping session about how she wanted to clear the air. Okay. And how I betrayed her. And how I should stop harassing her. In DMs. Girl, I didn't even mention you all the time until this point, and now I was the one harassing you. Actually, matter of fact, we did quite the opposite, because there were a bunch of times where Emils would reach out to us when there was actually air to clear. Like in this example right here. There was this one time when Emils asked Teddy to delete an old statement from her Instagram broadcast channel. I received screenshots of Teddy's broadcast, and since we agreed to let go of what happened, is there a reason her message about me is still there? Fair question, of course. We just forgot to delete it. It was just so far gone. I said, I don't know, I'll ask her. She said, thank you. I asked because I received the screenshot, and since we agreed to let go of what happened, Emils, right? I was confused to see it still up. I'd appreciate it if it could be removed, especially since people are still escalating things on YouTube, and some of them are referring to Teddy's channel. And then she shows the message that she wanted to have deleted. Again, no problem. 100% we're deleting it. Of course, we just want to be left alone. So Teddy instantly complied and deleted. And this is then what I said. I showed her, she deleted it right now. She even liked the message apparently. She says, "Thank you, that really means a lot to me. I'm really happy that we can be this open and honest with each other now. Wishing you and Teddy well." Smiley face. We always complied with you when there was air to clear. Everything. We always did everything. Even though the air is stinking because you always choose to take massive dumps in it. So why the sudden switch up, Amos? Like, what got into your head? We always complied with anything you always asked for, and we would have always done that. So, but why are you doing that? I actually have a really strong theory for this one, but I'm gonna save that one for later. This whole thing of her saying one thing and then doing the complete opposite kind of reminds me of that one time when she tried to convince all of us that she's out there suing minors who make memes about her to prevent cyberbullying. These are kids. What is wrong with you? Yeah, you show all of us how much you actually care about cyberbullying if you drag these kids to court. Go for it. We're all behind you. We all support this. You do a great job. Amazing. So as a little homage from my side towards her amazing efforts of helping to spread awareness against cyberbullying.
You guys can actually use Emil Sue's Miners on my website, darkparadise.com. Link in the description to get 15% off when buying my merchandise. I got this cute booty right here. It also has cat ears and it comes with thumb holes as well to keep your hands warm in winter. Also, there is another color as well, which has prints on the arms and spoons and face. Don't forget to use code EmilSue'sMiners for 15% off on my website.
And for every time that this code has been used on a hoodie purchase, I'm going to donate $5 to a cyberbullying foundation right here. And I'm pretty convinced that this is a more effective way of helping cyberbullying victims than whatever the fuck you were doing. That code is active for 2 weeks and does more than the other codes out there. After that, it's not valid anymore. Now, regarding your recent fallout on Threads, I chose to DM you about it and ask you what the fuck is going on, to which you actually went ahead and took the threats down. Yeah, but not before threatening to sue me. And I'm still waiting for that one, by the way. And also, LARPing in front of court buildings and taking pictures for Instagram doesn't count, okay? But yeah, you took your threats down to my surprise, actually, but not without announcing proudly that you're actually going, instead for me, you're just going to focus on Teddy. As she proudly says right here, "You betrayed me, but whatever. I will address this again soon, but my focus will be more on Teddy, not you. I will let you know." Okay. Girl, you knew exactly what you did when you were dragging Teddy into this shit once again. You don't seem to have too much problem when I, a fairly large content creator with millions of followers, ask you to take a post down, but you know Teddy is a small content creator compared to you. What even makes you believe that you can go after her after she has been showing you nothing but the uttermost and utmost respect? She complied with every single thing you asked of her, and you still out there going, not for me, but for her. Why? She didn't even talk about you, nothing. Like, what is wrong with you? But your efforts shall not be in vain. All your crying and bitching and harping is eventually going to pay off. You keep breaking your own promises, bringing up old stuff and carving up old scars for the sake of clearing the air. Okay, let's clear the air then. Publicly, just like your attention-starved ego begs me to do. So in her recent thread posts and Instagram stories, you can all witness her throwing a temper tantrum while telling all of us about how offended she feels that people, including Teddy, made the assumption that she is going around body-shaming people on alt accounts. There has been suspicions of her doing this by other content creators and other people in her comment section, given the historic track records of her belittling other people, which by the way she already admitted of doing in her now deleted YouTube video, and also letting out her own insecurities on everyone around her. It's not really a stretch to assume that she would do the alt account thing given all the points on the graph that already exist. Now she keeps harping about proof that she actually did use these alt accounts to body shame people, perfectly knowing that it is impossible to prove if you're using an alt account or not. This is why alt accounts exist, by the way, because you cannot prove who owns them. But what if I told you But what if I told you that we actually do not need proof of you body shaming on alt accounts? Because there's evidence of you doing it on your main account. What I'm going to show you next is a screenshot of a private conversation between Teddy and her when we had a fallout last year when she was like ranting about my art contest, and some of you might remember. Your twink boyfriend literally mad at me for copying his video while he's the one copying every single thing I do. Really? He literally has zero fucking knowledge about YouTube. I'm the one who taught him all. Ungrateful child. Oh my god. First of all, I want to mention that currently of the time of recording this video, I make 4 times the views that you do on YouTube, so I know more about YouTube than you do. If you want to have my expert opinion about how you should run your YouTube, I'm strongly advising you to delete your channel. Now that we got that out the way, we can actually get to my main point. For those of you who are employed enough to not understand what she means with the word twink, she's choosing to insult me as a skinny gay man that has boyish features. And she also doubles down on the derogatory intent here by also throwing in ungrateful child, for good measure. Emils, you know damn well that I'm underweight. I have been publicly talking about my struggles with these medical conditions in the past, even when you followed me. Especially back then, I was even more underweight than today, but I still am. And you also know that I'm straight, given that you have been texting my girlfriend right when you said this. So this leads me to ask you two questions. Why did you choose this specific word when insulting me? Why did you not go for any other standard insult, like asshole or idiot, for example, that doesn't specifically target body characteristics? Why did you specifically choose the word twink on me, knowing that I'm underweight? And second question, did we really have to shoot strays at homosexual people? Did we really have to? Are you secretly homophobic by any chance? Anyway, mind you, my biggest problem of this whole shit is her absolute hypocrisy when it comes to the topic of body shaming. Because on one hand, you have no problems tossing around words like twink to mock my skinny body appearance, when on the other hand, you're out there in public trying to preach to all of us in the comments, I know what it's like to be body shamed. I've been a victim of it myself, so why would I do that to someone else? The only thing I'm trying to do now is clear my name. I was never the one behind those accounts shaming your girlfriend. Despite that, I was publicly accused without any evidence. Now I'm publicly accusing you of shaming me on your main account, okay? Does it make it better? Because that is actually easily verifiable. Anyway, I am pushing 30 and I have never seen someone as two-faced as you are. If you're actually a victim of body shaming like you claim to be, then you, especially you, should know better than to go around and body shame people. You knew damn well what you were doing when you were targeting my weight with that word. Don't lie to us. So I ask you again, Amos, why did you have to use that word if you're so against body shaming? Now, as we all know, we will probably never get an answer to this question, as she likes to avoid accountability, just like she avoids posting that one apology video which she promised us over a year ago. Knowing that, I actually took the freedom and set up a little trap for her. I took a screenshot of this chat, put it in my Instagram story and tagged her, hoping that she would take the bait. And lo and behold, not even 10 minutes later, she actually fell for it. Old news, old points. Yeah, the old stuff being the accusation that you choose to body shame people. Of course, I'm bringing out old stuff to prove that. I then asked her, then why did you choose this word specifically? I mean, if it doesn't matter, you can just say it, right? To which she answered, you're so funny, oh my god. Okay. What an absolute galaxy brain response. Again, avoiding my question. To which I answered, I don't find it funny. To which she replies, bringing up old stuff because you can't provide proof. Followed by a barrage of caps lock letters. Bye! Same person calling me child, by the way. What I find really ironic about the situation here is that she keeps telling me that I don't have proof of her body shaming while texting me from the very same account where she body shamed me. I didn't want to let her get off the hook so easy, so I pressed her again. To which she answered, and I need you guys to listen very carefully, she blocked me. Yeah, she blocked me. She didn't answer. She just blocked me. Again, her running away when feeling cornered and avoiding accountability. If she really had a valid, innocent reason for her using that word, she could have just said it. We all know you didn't block me because you're over the drama, because it was you who started it in the first place. Again, but I think I know the truth. I think that you know that you should have not said that word. You know that this is pretty clear evidence of you choosing to mock my weight while also casually being homophobic on the side. But I'm sorry to hit you with the cold water again. You hitting the block button does not undo what you did. It just makes you look stupid, and it makes everyone side with me again, as always. I keep seeing people in my comments that are also blocked by her, so I guess I'm one of you guys now. Now there's something else that I have never publicly talked about, which actually creeps me the fuck out when it comes to her. It is her truly weird obsession with me that she has over years at this point. How is it that there's massive content creators out there posting exposed videos about you back to back to back with millions of views, and then there's me posting one video about you which made way less views than everyone else, yet I get a 45-minute dedicated response video on your main channel about me? You've literally never done this before. Why am I getting the privilege? How is it that when I ask you to take down your thread posts about me, you actually do it, but then at the very next step you announce a big campaign against my girlfriend for no reason? I also think it is pretty funny that there's a whole IG highlight dedicated to me with my name in caps letters right in front of her page, yet there's not even a single one which has her husband's name in it. Guys, I'ma be real, at this point I feel like she has a crush on me. Also, the fact that you had a massive problem with me following my friends who happen to be OnlyFans creators doesn't really help the fact, does it? Now I know that you have this weird stupid obsession with me, and every time when you feel like you're falling off, you just look at me for free views. I mean, look at that YouTube graph, it's not looking good. That's not how you want a YouTube graph to look like. And don't even take my word for it. I mean, people have been noticing it too under Coco Crazy's recent video that she posted about the drama now. I strongly encourage everyone to watch this now. Great creator, by the way. And it's a repetitive process at this point, and it's all happening at the cost of Teddy's mental health and also my precious time, so I'm gonna decide to end the video right here and not give you more platform, okay? I don't want to let you farm no drama views on my and Teddy's back. Again, and I'm still saying it, and I will always say it, I'm willing to delete all of this, my previous video, this video, if you can give us a public apology for you going after us, for you breaking your promise, for you body shaming me, and also while we're at it, I would like to see that apology video that you promised us to post since over a year. And by the way, this is probably the last video I'm gonna post about her regardless of her response, because I don't want to allow her to farm views using my names again just because her shit is doing bad right now. Alright, I hope you heard me, and until then, farewell.
And obviously, if the animals of that jungle are saying something, won't that poisonous fish come along? She will. And that's what Emilis did. She can't let anyone live peacefully and address their concern. She is hypocrite. She is apologizing to them and then creating a Twitter post about something else and victimizing herself. But leave that Yoga covered it. This is what she has to say on her Insta story.